I grew up in the world of metal and punk, in which I still do love. I do feel the need to finally see what the rest of the world has to offer. My name is Aaron, and I grew up as a metalhead. Well, welcome back, everybody. Still on that Twice kick. So, we're moving on to Misamo, and we're doing Marshmello. We're doing Marshmello live. Okay, I really am going to stop that. I'm sorry. We're going to do Marshmello live. So, it's going to be pretty sweet. Let's check it out.
Listen, 知らない街角を自由に一人 walk 約束もなし I don't care 寂しくない on the street no stress on ふわふわこの頃気分はマシュマロ君の前じゃそれなりに嫌われないよ word on that time goes by we will say goodbye 整理はついたよ on my side 傷跡もちょっと言えて I'm ready to fall in a bucket 魔法かけてみなみな It's a while so fall away 夢はキラキラ信じよう Tell me so 私は私白い手開ける move Cause the reality will not lie Every day my life 一人じゃないよ明日きっと Like ding dong ding dong happy days Sometimes I let go hold them it will be alright Just dancing dancing in the rain なかなか直せないCause 僕があるじゃない真夜中食べちゃうアイスクリーム罪悪感 please give me peace ダメとかやだとか People say that わがまま Yeah 気にしすぎて uptight 夢見てよ till sunrise Walk, rest, running Rest, rest, running 自分で選ぶ Break it up 決めていいよたまにご褒美も hits Every day my life 一人じゃないよ明日きっと Ding dong ding dong happy days Sometimes I let go of them it will be alright Just dancing dancing around Something new 新しくてお気に入りの靴を履いて歩き出す Find a better place Someday きっと出会えるよ無理に背伸びせずに穏やかな理想の someone Every day my life 一人じゃないよ明日きっと Ding dong ding dong happy days Sometimes I let go hold them it will be alright Just dancing dancing in the rain
Interesting. Okay. So there's a couple things that I really like here. First and foremost, I think the thing that I want to talk about the most is that you know me. I have grown very fond of Twice. I think the interesting thing is though is like because there are so many people in the group that sometimes it's hard to, and I like to use this term quite often. I really like to use the term like I can hear the color of their voices. Like everybody has kind of like what I like to call color in their voices, that like that and texture. You know, like when you listen to a song, you get these like ideas of like warmth and cold, this like feeling of like what they, you know, how they portray their voice. There's so much more to writing a song than just like going out and singing a song. But you know, I think the interesting thing is like when the song hits and you have your voice, that like there's just it creates this ambient color. Not synesthesia, I don't have that, but like there's just a color and there's a texture to their vocals and the way that they sing. So when you get the three of them together, you can kind of truly see this feeling and like the color and texture of their voice. And honestly, I really, really just appreciate the kind of overwhelmingly difference between them all. Like to me, I think Momo just has like a really kind of like, I mean, like in this song anyway, kind of this deeper tone that she takes.
Time goes by, we say goodbye. Say on my side.
Like that's nice, right? It's kind of this like, it kind of has this sultry feel to it, sultry, happy, you know. And then I think, like for example, in this very next line here, like to me, it kind of just feels carefree a little bit more, a little more high pitched, a little more like, yeah, you know, this feels good, you know, it's nice, it's nice. I think she has like a little bit of that feel to her, like the carefree, but, and I mean, just this is just kind of how I feel. I'm just trying to explain what's kind of going through my noggin, and that like when I listen to this, she kind of has this like innocence with it as well, right? Like obviously, like just there's this kind of quality of just like an innocence to it, and I think that it's nice. And you know, you put it all together, and you get this kind of really rich vocal performance. And you know, the thing that is interesting is that sounds like a bunch of stuff that shouldn't work together, but I feel like that a lot of the times, especially in K-pop, that is truly the motto is like, this shouldn't work, but it does. And I think that they're kind of more or less the architects of that, especially for me as one of the top girl groups that really does that. And it's pretty cool. And, you know, obviously this being a subunit, I greatly appreciate the fact that they would give them the opportunity to do this. This is pretty cool. Like this is pretty interesting and I think really unique. The melody in this song too, I think, is actually just really quite interesting. I get this feeling of just this nice, long, drawn out feel to kind of create this kind of casual vibe. I think that also with it too, just again, the idea of it being kind of a carefree anthem is more or less kind of what I feel like that they're trying to go for. And, you know, honestly, I think they do a fantastic job of that. People say that wagamama, yeah, that instrumental right there, that is really something I don't think I've heard in a song before, unless it's like almost a video game sound. Really, really quite cool. I actually really particularly like this phrase of music right here. It gives the whole song this new kind of identity. Walk, rest, running, yeah. Rest, running. You see what I'm saying? Like it kind of like introduces the second part of the song that adds a little bit more to the mix. And it's nice because in a sense the song felt great, but when you have this part, it almost makes it feel like that it's complete. And I think this is just a really well written song, really well vocally performed as well. Just a really, really fascinated way to go about doing this too. So I don't know. It's pretty cool though. This is one of the more interesting songs that I've heard in a long time. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna ponder this. I'm gonna ponder this a little bit more. This is really cool. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this song. It's pretty cool, I think, in my opinion. Still haven't really found anything from Twice that I haven't really just been like, oh yeah, it's fine, you know. But anyway, we'll see you for the next one. Thank you so much. We shall see you in the next video. And we are gonna miss you until then. And have a good one. Misamo. Pretty good subunit.